Tonight on NewsWatch Ole Miss, a new resolution approved by the Board of Supervisors may affect your Super Bowl plans. Plus, the University of Mississippi has partnered with another apartment complex for student housing. All that and more coming up. NewsWatch Ole Miss starts now. Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Alexia Intercheck. Well, most of us know what's coming up this Sunday, the Super Bowl. But did you know that around 3/4 of Americans spend their Super Bowl Sunday at home instead of going out to a bar or restaurant? NewsWatch reporter Jason Kern explored what people in Oxford plan to do this year.
Bars won't be drawing Ole Miss professor Graham Bodie in for the Super Bowl this year.
I have kids, so we watch the Super Bowl at home. I, as a media and communication scholar, am equally interested in the actual game as well as the ads, right? The marketing, what happens both in the lead up to the Super Bowl and like during the Super Bowl.
Ole Miss student Taylor Kennedy will also be skipping the bar scene.
My friends and I usually go to someone's house, bring food, watch the game, mainly the halftime show, but this year I'm excited to see the 49ers beat the Chiefs.
Local bars such as the Growler are having discounted drinks and food to try and get people out of their homes on Super Bowl Sunday. General Manager Jackson Barber says it's going to be a party.
I wanted to invite you all to our Super Bowl party this weekend for the 49ers and Chiefs.
Bars and restaurants hope these tables will be packed come Super Bowl Sunday. Jason Kern, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Now, if you do plan to go out to the square for Super Bowl Sunday, we have some news you may want to hear. The Oxford Board of Aldermen approved a resolution to extend the hours of alcohol sales this Sunday. Alcohol sales at restaurants and bars are typically from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Sundays. The resolution extends the sales period by 2 hours, ending at 11 p.m. Mississippi's alcoholic beverage control still has to approve this resolution before the extended hours are official. The renovations to the Lafayette County Courthouse are taking longer than expected. The renovations are now expected to last through September. Lafayette County signed a $2.2 million construction contract in August of 2023. It was a 365-day project set to be complete by the end of July this year. According to District 1 Supervisor and Lafayette County Board of Supervisors President Brent Larson, the winter weather caused a few delays. The goal of the project is to preserve and maintain this historic building. The courthouse is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. And the University of Mississippi is expanding housing options for students beginning this August. They will be leasing 130 furnished bed spaces at the Lark Oxford Complex and 65 bed spaces at the Gather Oxford Apartments. The Lark accommodations will house upperclassmen in 2, 3, and 4 bedroom apartments, and the spaces at the Gather will be reserved for freshmen. This partnership is to accommodate students while awaiting construction for 3 new dorms on campus. The Ole Miss 8 will be commemorated at Fulton Chapel on Thursday, February 15th at 6 p.m. The Ole Miss 8 was a group of students who participated in a peaceful protest to advocate for equality for black students in 1970. The 8 students gathered at Fulton Chapel to read the Black Student Union's 27 demands. The students were then arrested, sent to prison, and expelled from the university. The commemoration will feature student presentations engaging with the demands originally made by the Ole Miss 8, as well as the reveal of a new Mississippi Freedom Trail marker honoring the 8 students. 2 of the Ole Miss 8 students will be in attendance to share their stories. TED Times UM is returning with speakers from Oxford and abroad. 6 speakers will be showcased in the 9th annual event on Friday, February 20th at the Gertrude C. Ford Center. Among the speakers are David Hamilton, Jasmine Kelly, Bryn Lofness, and Jalen R. Smith, all of whom have ties to Oxford and Ole Miss. After the event, there will be a TED Chat at Circle and Square Brewery, where those interested can grab a beverage and talk with the speakers about their ideas. Tickets are available for sale over the phone, at the box office, and online via the Ford Center. Students can purchase tickets for $5 and non-student tickets are $7. The Federal Communications Commission has made robocalls featuring fake, artificial intelligence-created voices illegal. This is a way to put a stop to what experts say could undermine election security or increase fraud. The unanimous vote extends anti-robocall rules to cover AI deepfake calls by recognizing AI-generated voices that impersonate celebrities, politicians, and close family members under a federal law governing telemarketing and robocalling. The decision to interpret the Telephone Consumer Protection Act more broadly comes after a fake robocall impersonating President Biden targeted thousands of New Hampshire voters to not participate in the state's primary. Also ahead of the 2024 election, Meta says it is adding AI-generated labels to images created by third-party tools. The labels will roll out across Facebook, Instagram, and Threads in multiple languages. Meta already uses a similar label with images created with its own AI generator tool. Lawmakers and tech executives have raised concerns about AI's capability to produce realistic images, especially ahead of the 2024 presidential election. Now, with this concern, to put a stop to the spread of misinformation ahead of the 2024 election, NewsWatch reporter Cody Ferris spoke to frequent AI users who say that the move won't be enough.
The 2024 election campaigns kick off. A new steady stream of AI-generated misinformation is suspected to follow. Images have been labeled as being AI-generated will now look like this. Ole Miss IT manager Jared Sinsman encounters AI-generated content all the time with his work at the school. According to Sinsman, one thing the public struggles with is mistaking engagement with fact.
With social media, one of the problems that we sort of are lured into is that we mistake popularity of a post with truthfulness, right? Because if we see a lot of people share something, we just sort of automatically see it as true. And that's a very dangerous thing.
Some who work with AI think that it is the next greatest technological breakthrough, but still have concerns. AI model trainer Taylor De La Garza works specifically on chemistry content. She thinks Meta is reacting to fears about AI.
And I think it's scaring a lot of people, and I don't think it's as scary as people make it out to be until it gets that scary, if that makes sense.
So there's nothing to worry about
right now. Yet. We're trying to keep it from happening, make sure it doesn't do that.
Labeling the content may calm some fears, but as AI technology evolves, it will get harder and harder to successfully manage misinformation. Cody Ferris, NewsWatch.
AI is just so scary, especially with how realistic it's getting these days.
Truly, and I feel like there's been so much development just within the past couple of years, I can barely keep track anymore.
Exactly, it really scares me. Well, Seth, since I have you here, why don't you give us a quick update on what it's feeling like outside right now?
Oh, it would be my pleasure, Alexia. Well, if we take a look at our current conditions, as you can see, it is 61 degrees here in Oxford with mostly cloudy skies and winds at around 15 miles per hour. And it looks like we have some rain heading our way, so make sure to stay tuned for your full forecast. Back to you at the desk, Alexia.
Thanks, Seth. Coming up, the Supreme Court seems to be favoring former President Trump in his case against January 6 allegations. That and more coming up on NewsWatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
Patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
We're here when you're ready.
Oh,
I got it. What are you doing in there?
I got stuck.
Are you a dog?
I wouldn't do that. Have you seen the pliers? Where'd you find those?
It's not your birthday.
Sorry.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa.
Take care of yourself.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Trump's case against the allegations that he attempted to overthrow the results of the 2020 election continue. The accusations against Trump fall under the 14th Amendment, which states that anyone who has engaged in insurrection after swearing to uphold the Constitution may not re-enter office. Trump's lawyers argue that the January 6th riot was in no way an insurrection. 8 of the 9 Supreme Court justices have expressed that they are open to some of the arguments being made in Trump's favor. Republican State Representative from Oklahoma, Kevin West, is behind a bill that would ban state-funded agencies from showing support for LGBTQ. Andy Weber has more on the debate from yesterday.
This is putting everything on the same level field.
That is a threat to our First Amendment free expression. I urge you all to vote no on this bill.
Debate Wednesday morning over a bill that looks to bar state agencies from showing support for LGBTQ. State Rep Kevin West is the author of House Bill 3217.
It is a divisive message. Not all Oklahomans unify around that.
West could not offer any specific examples of state agencies who shared public messages of support for LGBTQ groups, or instances where a pride flag was flown on state property. He says the bill is preventative.
I just want to get that on a level playing field. You know, like I said, if you put something out there that's religious in nature, it would almost guarantee a lawsuit.
LGBTQ advocates like Freedom Oklahoma see the bill differently.
We've created a system in which state agencies and schools can't adequately serve to us LGBTQ plus folks. And I think that threatens not only federal funding, but also just the safety and well-being of folks in our state.
State Rep John Waldron, who opposed the bill, argued if this bill bans pride flags, why not go after Confederate flags? Something West said he was open to.
Do you have a concern, though, that might equate the pride flag to the Confederate flag, put it in the same group?
Yeah, that's a fair question. But I think what we're going to do is if we're going to pick winners and losers, then we ought to have a broader discussion. If someone thinks the pride flag is divisive, which I disagree, then let's talk about something that's really divisive, like the Confederate flag.
Matt Rosendale is expected to run for a Senate seat in Montana. Sources say that if he does, he will not be receiving an endorsement from House Speaker Mike Johnson. The Montana Senate race is crucial for people wanting to flip the power back to the Republican Party. Political analysts have stated that due to a lack of endorsement, some Republicans worry that Sheehy has a better chance of taking the seat. Muslim and Arab American groups protested President Biden at his meeting with the Biden administration officials in Michigan. They claimed that they are upset with the U.S. for financially supporting Israel. Protesters chanted for a free Palestine and for voters to go against Biden in the upcoming election. Michigan is home to one of the largest Muslim and Arab American populations in the U.S. and a crucial state in Biden's win in the 2020 election. Democrats are concerned that losing Michigan's support could hurt the president's re-election chances. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken left Tel Aviv after meeting with Israel officials. The goal was to offer a release of hostages in exchange for the cessation of hostility in Gaza. Blinken stated that the Middle East tour created space to pursue negotiations with Israel. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the efforts delusional and said that he plans to continue fighting. And Usher recently closed his 100th show in his My Way Las Vegas residency. During his last concert, Usher composed himself for the finale after nearly a minute in tears. He told everyone in his attendance, "God bless you, I love you." Usher will be performing at the 58th Super Bowl. He is very thankful for the opportunity to end his time in Vegas with the halftime show.
Las Vegas has been amazing for me. Having 100 sold out shows at a residency and to have the next one be the crescendo, which is the Super Bowl with Apple, has really, really, really given my time here in Las Vegas an incredible.
Such a big game like the Super Bowl, security is very important. Security officials are preparing for the masses of people expected to fill the Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium. Reporter Isabella Martin has more on the work it takes behind the scenes to keep this event safe.
Ahead of Super Bowl 58 game day weekend safety, federal, state, and local officials reveal their strategies for game day weekend.
Looking forward to be a blast, all the parties in the beautiful city of Las Vegas, Nevada. So happy to be here. It's going to be a long, awesome, exciting week.
Shannon Taylor came in from Chicago to go to the Super Bowl. He's excited to be here, and like other visitors we talked to say, they aren't worried about safety heading into this busy weekend. We were there as federal, state, and local agencies showed their commitment to the safety of everyone and everything here in Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
From protecting Allegiant Stadium to intercepting counterfeit NFL merchandise to combating human trafficking, we are in fact a team of teams.
Cheryl Davies, Customs and Border Patrol field coordinator for the Super Bowl, says Allegiant Stadium is just one of their priorities.
CBP is deploying Black Hawk and A-Star helicopters to protect Allegiant Stadium, airspace, and the thousands of fans attending the event.
Not only will the airspace be monitored, but Super Bowl venues all over town will be scanned and searched by explosive detection canines, all in an effort to keep us safe.
The plan is not only hotels, the stadium, but also even the football fields that the teams will be playing on. And they make sure that they do a search, a sweep, to make sure everything is secure.
Whether you're going to the game or just buying Super Bowl souvenirs, we also found out what is being done to crack down on fake merchandise, so you don't waste your money. Davies says that counterfeit merchandise also has a direct connection to human trafficking.
The public doesn't realize when they're purchasing counterfeit materials or counterfeit goods that there could be a human trafficking component attached to it.
So how do you know if it's fake? The Department of Homeland Security says one thing to look out for is the threading on the jersey and the tag. If it is an NFL licensed jersey, there will be a hologram symbol like this one to show it's the real thing.
And with me now fully in frame, taking a look at tonight's forecast, we're looking at a low of 55 degrees tonight with some rain heading in our way. Cloud coverage will be keeping that temperature warm. I will have more on this incoming rain after the break. NewsWatch Ole Miss, we'll be right back.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry. I'll see you later.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss with Stormwatch. I'm Seth Brento. Well, if you take a look outside, currently it is 61 degrees with cloudy skies. The rain hasn't started just yet, and we got a decent breeze of 15 miles per hour. And if you take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi, you'll see temperatures consistent in the lower 60s and upper 50s, with South Haven and Oxford, us here, currently standing at 61 degrees for our regional high. And if we take a look at our radar, actually, you can see some precipitation in our way. The rain hasn't come quite in just yet, but this band that you see right here is that warm front coming in to bring us in some rain. And as we head into tonight's forecast, we are looking at a low of only 55 degrees. Again, Mississippi winter still, temperatures fluctuate. It could be 30 by next week, who's to say? But luckily enough tonight, it's only gonna be 55. Again, we have that rain coming in and that breeze staying consistent now at around 10 to 8 miles per hour. And as we head into tomorrow, we're looking at a high of 66 degrees, again, with those showers persisting and that wind staying consistent, again, at around 8 to 10 miles per hour. And if you take a look across the rest of northern Mississippi for tomorrow, you will see temperatures, again, consistent in the mid-60s and upper 60s, with pretty much everywhere but Tupelo at 66 degrees. Don't know what that's about. That's actually rather interesting. And if we take a look at our 5-day forecast, as you can see, it is going to be basically the same for the next couple of days. We've got rain, 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 rain. Although the lows will be relatively good for this time of year, with Monday seeing a weekly low of 31 degrees.
I did not want to hear that it's about to rain for a week. That makes me so sad.
Me too, and it's not good for sports. But good thing we're on the indoor sports.
Well, thank you, Seth. And Haley, tell me what's going on with sports.
And coming up, the Ole Miss women's basketball team returns home tonight to host Texas A&M, and it's officially Super Bowl weekend. I'll have that and more next up in sports.
Great having you. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Haley Hood with Sports Watch. Kicking things off in sports, our women's basketball team will be returning home to the SJB Pavilion to host Texas A&M tonight after having a whole week on the road. The Rebs are sitting 6-3 in conference play and are 2 wins away from hitting at least 8 wins in SEC play for the 3rd season in a row. They're also currently ranked in the top half of the SEC in rebounds per game at number 6, with an average of 40.9 per game, and are 16-0 this season when rebounding their opponents. Tip-off tonight is set for 6:30 p.m., so be sure to show up and cheer those Rebs on. And taking place this weekend, Ole Miss women's tennis heads to face off against 2 Big Ten opponents at Purdue and Illinois. The Rebels are set to face off against the Boilermakers tomorrow at 1 p.m. and a match against the Fighting Illini at 11 a.m. on Sunday. Junior Ludmila Karasova entered this year ranked number 42 in singles and has secured 20 doubles wins. Senior Kelsey Mize is only two doubles wins away from 50 and top 30 in program history. Good luck this weekend, ladies and fans. You can access live video and scoring from both matches through the link found on the women's tennis schedule page. And this Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl 58 will be between the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. These two teams faced off against one another in Super Bowl 54, with the Chiefs coming out victorious, so the 49ers will get their shot at revenge, but this could be easier said than done. Although the Chiefs ended the regular season with their worst record since Patrick Mahomes was sitting behind Alex Smith in 2017, going 11-6, they have morphed back into the unstoppable team we came to know once the playoffs rolled around. On the other hand, the 49ers have struggled in the playoffs, needing come-from-behind wins against the Packers and the Lions in order to secure their ticket to the Super Bowl. Although the 49ers have arguably the most complete roster in the NFL, the Chiefs have proven they are capable of finishing the job and winning a Super Bowl. The 49ers are favored to win, but we will find out Sunday at 5:30 p.m. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to tune in to Rebel Watch tomorrow at 5 to talk all things Ole Miss sports and beyond. Back to you, Alexia.
Thanks, Haley. Coming up, a local bakery takes burnt cakes to the next level. Stay tuned for more NewsWatch.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's all we have tonight. Make sure to tune in on Monday. I'm Alexia Anderchek.
And with Sports Watch, I'm Haley Hood.
And with Storm Watch, I'm Seth Parento.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in Monday at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.